New tonight at 5, members of the Quincy Park District, Quincy police, and local clergy held a press conference this morning after shots were fired near Berrian Park on Saturday. WGEM's Robbie Tucker is live at Berrian Park tonight with more. Robbie?
Daniel, QPD Chief Adam Yates says he is not aware of any victims or injuries resulting from the incident, but investigators are still looking for more witnesses or anyone with additional information about what happened. Now, Quincy Park District Board President Mark Philpott said in a previous statement that the incident occurred in the close proximity of children. Both Philpott and Yates stressed that there is no place for weapons or violence in Quincy's parks.
Safety of our children, no matter where they are in Quincy, is non-negotiable. They are our future and also our responsibility, and they must be protected.
You know, when we have an incident like happened on Saturday, there's concerns. And our officers are aware when there are incidents in the park. We will have our officers doing extra patrols on the parks as much as we can, so that if there are any issues, hopefully we can head them off earlier rather than later.
Yates says he doesn't believe there is any overall threat to the community, but as you just heard, officers will be stepping up patrols in and around local parks. Reporting live here in Quincy, Robbie Tucker, WGEM News.
Thanks, Robbie. And anyone with information is encouraged to contact Quincy Police or Quincy Regional Crime Stoppers.